Yeah. When I first came out here, I had a dream of an easy life.
Living in Los Angeles, narcissistic gigolo Nicky is constantly in and out of relationships and lacks reliable employment or even a place to call home. He preys on financially secure ladies. He moves in with Samantha after they meet at a party, taking use of his good looks and sexiness to make her happy. But soon after, Nicky begins having extramarital affairs with Emily, a friend of his, and Christina, a person he met at a different gathering. Emily has voiced her desire for a relationship with Nicky, but Nicky is just interested in her money. Emily disapproves of Nicky's carefree lifestyle. When Samantha discovers Nicky with Christina, they come to an uncomfortable compromise, whereby she agrees to overlook his adultery. Samantha is out of town, so Nicky runs across Heather, a waitress. He enlists the aid of his pal Harry, in an attempt to pique Heather's attention, but she resists his charms. He eventually secures a date with her, but she leaves him in the middle of the evening shortly after Heather appears out of the blue in Samantha's pool, and they eventually have intercourse after Heather tells him she is single. Nicky discovers the next morning that the automobile she is relocating belongs to her boyfriend rather than her. Outraged, Nicky tosses her aside, but he can't stop thinking about her, and Samantha becomes so irritated with his fixation. She eventually kicks him out before swiftly accepting him back. But Nicky, still infatuated with Heather, walks out on his initiative. Nicky looks for a place to stay but is turned down by Emily, and has a falling out with Harry, and is unable to enter the parties he used to attend. When he meets Heather at a fancy hotel, she confesses that her only interest in him stems from her perception of his wealth. She turns out to be just like Nicky. Con artists con wealthy men, 2 minutes, for cash in the same manner that he does with women. They start dating after she lets him move in with her and her stoner roommate, Eva. Despite this, Heather keeps hustling and scamming with Nicky's grudging help. One day, a distraught Heather tells Nicky that she and her fiancé broke up because she loves Nicky. She goes on to inform him that he has been covering her bills and living expenses and that her fiancé's family owns the New York Rangers. Even though Nicky has also fallen in love with her, he is upset that she withheld her engagement from him and storms off. All he discovers when he gets back is a message saying she's gone to New York City. Nicky goes with Eva at her insistence, with Harry covering the cost of the ticket. He urges her to accompany him back to Los Angeles after spotting her at an opulent apartment. She tells him that she cannot afford to let him follow his dreams while she obtains the money they require to survive. Then he pops the question, but she breaks his heart by telling him she's already married. Heather claims she needs a stable, financially secure marriage and that's why she can't seek a divorce. When her husband gets home, Heather dismisses Nicky by passing him off as a supermarket boy. After finally realizing that life is worthwhile, Nicky decides to move back to Los Angeles, where she lives with Harry and accepts an honest job carrying groceries. When he brings the groceries to Samantha's residence, the guy who took Nicky's position picks them up. Nicky is seen feeding Harry's African bullfrog a mouse during the closing credits.